Imani Hakim.
Hosea Chanchez.
And we're here to talk about Stevie Wonder's first action movie.
Yeah.
Action thriller, yeah.
Action thriller, yes.
Yes,
Action
Big
thriller.
difference.
Yes. Down for whatever. I guess my first question for you two, considering both y'all guys' background doing little TV and movies and such, was there a big difference kind of jumping into doing an action thriller kind of movie?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Because, as you know, I haven't done a role like this before. So, it's high stakes, high intensity. The energy is just much different for something like this than it is coming from like a sitcom.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
No, it's not. For me, I've learned that there's not a difference for me in television and film.
Okay.
It's the same basic principles and building blocks to character, story. It's just where it shows up.
So even on the action front, it wasn't nothing like to you?
Well, I mean, no. And I had always kind of done interactive, stunt stuff myself.
Okay.
So I know it's different with females. A lot of times you guys have, your stunt women and things like that. That's not sexist, is it?
What? Where are you,
No.
where are you going with that?
No,
Where
it's
we
the
going?
truth.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, honestly,
They're not sexist, I wouldn't say
no,
sexist.
it's not. That's not
Observation,
a
nah.
stereotype. That's more. That's the truth. Yeah, I'm confident in that. That's the
There are
truth.
some dudes that won't crouch down whatever.
Yeah, I know, right.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but still, man.
There are some. But anyway, so why y'all trying to make an issue out of
No.
something?
We don't care.
Y'all like,
He's like Jose.
yeah. So I didn't. No, it wasn't much of an issue transitioning into action thriller. Something I've been looking forward to actually.
So during any of the production, did you really get to sink your teeth into being, I wouldn't say over dramatic, but what makes action movies good to me is that you get to be a little bit over the top. There's a time where you say, yes, I get to be wacky about it a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
Was there any times where I had to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Running down the street. I ran down the street so many times. I ran kicking in a door in the hood at a house, and it's all, like you said, kind of over the top. And
High
particularly
intensity,
playing
yeah.
a cop. Their lives are, in film, although their lives normally are very slow and nothing really happens for the most part, but in film and on TV, you kicking ass, man. You running, you chasing, you getting shot at, you shooting. So yeah.
There's a lot going on. It's a lot.
I know for your character, I mean, you guys are basically just bad guys. I mean, was that something that you was like, please, like that?
Yeah,
Just the way people-
of course. Well, I got to shoot a gun for the first time. I've never shot
I
a gun
was just
before.
about to ask that. Did you have to be trained on how to shoot a gun?
I learned right before the scene.
Okay.
Like, they were like, okay, here, go with the stunt guy. This is how you hold it. This is how you... And I was like, okay, and then we go on set. Did you learn in that moment too, or did they, or you shot?
I've shot many of them.
Okay, well that was
in
Say
my
first
in
time?
my long career,
well,
and being a man.
yeah, macho man. Yeah, so that was my first time shooting a gun, so that was really fun. But yeah, overall, like that was completely different from anything that I've ever done. So I had a lot of fun doing it.
Be like, get down.
Yeah, you I got to be a bully and stuff for a day.
It's funny that you get to do that because CJ had told me, he told me, dude, you gotta like this. And she pistol whips the guy, she gun butted somebody, and I said, you know what? As the
Somebody as the resident of us that likes a gun going upside somebody.
yes, like
It's fun. Yeah.
like
We had
What's
fun doing it. I was
happening
like, yeah.
you know, see the thing, what we do, like with any movie, especially action movies, I always appreciate a good gun butt.
It just comes out of
Oh,
nowhere.
there's a good
Yeah.
over and over
I mean,
again.
I need like a good one, like whether it's one that just comes out of nowhere, one that like the transitional gun butt, you hit somebody that blackout real quick, that one, or just a good one where you know they're not gonna shoot him, but they wait for that. They just let everything. Yeah, they let the moment like get all intense and then out of nowhere.
Pow.
Yeah. I feel
My
it.
favorite one is always a gun butt with a shotgun.
Mm.
Back in.
Oh yeah,
A
man.
shotgun gun butt is like the best.
Back in.
In the back end.
Yeah.
You know, it is just like, but onto the action. Was there anything y'all had, like, was there, well, of course, because I have the action movies where you got to do stuff over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You already mentioned running. For you, was there anything you had to do multiple times?
Multiple.
Yeah, we had to. There's a scene where Breezy and I are running out of the bank, and so we had to do that quite a few times because she's supposed to like skirt out in the car, and like I dive in the back seat, so we're just like doing it over and over again, which is fun. I got my workout in. It was great.
So
Yeah.
how was it like working with Letoya on this movie, just in terms of like, for her character, especially particularly you guys? 'Cause y'all
Yeah.
had like a couple of moments. Like,
Yeah, we did. She was awesome. Well, I think overall the whole cast is just great. I mean, I didn't get to work with this guy for too much. We got to work a
Not
little
too much,
bit.
yeah.
But I spent a lot of time with Letoya, and Letoya was planning her wedding at the same time. So, like, in between takes, we were, like, helping her plan her wedding, and then we'll, like, start filming, and then we would plan her wedding.
Very
so it was,
professional.
it was fun.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have enjoyed the scenes. That was, words here. What was that dynamic like for you guys? Because y'all supposed to be married.
Great
couple.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar. I mean, she's a professional. I mean, that's the good thing about working with women who have been doing this since they were young is, in a way, me and Breezy were more of the newer because, child stars, they can almost do it in their sleep. Not saying that it's not challenging, but it's something about doing it and programming this human brain, this mechanism when you're younger to do this, I think gives you a little bit of an edge ahead in this game. So.
I mean, I guess for you guys, since this is like kind of the thing, since you guys basically are at the forefront for this channel doing action thriller, is this something y'all kind of want to like, hey, can we do a franchise like this, or is it just?
I mean, I just said that earlier today. I think Denise and Sonia weren't dead. I think they drove off into the fire. We never saw them blow up. I mean, they
Yeah.
could have
We don't know
blown
how
up and
it
went
is.
through the other side, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Y'all seen it in the life, man. They live.
Still down for whatever.
Anything
I'm
can
gonna
happen in
throw
film
around
and
some
television.
ideas to the network.
I'm pretty sure they'd be down for it, because it seems like routine.
Down for
It's
whatever
just
part
like,
two.
I mean,
Yeah,
look,
no,
it's a
that's-
Billy
that's-
too. You might as well.
you just said it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
we don't talk about that.
Well,
This was the first time. Now we just heard. This is the first time writer, director, and all that. How was that to deal with that? To somebody that had no experience.
Well, he wasn't
I
a
would
first
say-
time writer. Tim has,
I mean, actually more so director. That's why I'm.
he's not a first time director.
really?
No.
Okay.
He's directed some things before. But I think TV One gave him probably the biggest opportunity that he's had in his career, but he's not, he wasn't new to a set, to writing or directing.
I think-
okay, see, we
Yeah.
I had to make sure. I really had to make sure.
the pros that happens with that is they know their script because they wrote it. So it's
And the cons
and
is they know
their script and they wrote it. Yeah, so it's like pros and cons for that. That's true. It's a lot of like hard vision, but it's cool because yeah, he was involved in all the process. So it's great when you have someone like that because you can kind of collaborate and like they can bring what their vision is, and then you bring your taste to it, and it's a
And
collaborative
even
effort.
in the,
But was there any
ti-
difficulty? Was there any difficulty in trying to understand?
even in the
what you
time,
want?
even in the times of his passion, because Tim is a very passionate guy about his script, because it's his work. Even in those times, I'm the type of actor that I appreciate someone with convictions, because when I come to you, I have conviction about how I feel about the character and what the character is doing. I don't mind challenging directors. I think to have a perspective, for me, is a much better position to be in front of two people with a perspective, even if they're on the opposite ends of that, than someone who has no opinion and someone who has no idea of where the character is going, where they came from. If you created this character and you don't know, then how the hell are you gonna get me to know? And then I may know, because even writers, they never live in the character. That's the beauty of what we all do. It's so important to have directors, writers, and actors. Writers never live in the character. They can write about the character objectively.
Yeah.
But until you act the role, even if you're writing it, you don't know what it's like to live in the character's shoes.
And it's always different once you kind of like bring it. It's always different off the page, and it could
Right.
be
and
so you
reading
could
and writing and
have a vision for something you written, and it turns into something completely different once it's put
completely
together.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot which actor said it, but he was saying his approach was always crafting a backstory for the character going into the role. So I mean, do y'all guys kind of have that?
I do that.
Yeah.
I have a Bible of what I think the character's, where he's from, what he does, what led him to that point, and it may be different than what the director and the writer's idea of. I even have a Bible, that a collective story of what happens in between scenes. So in your cuts, yeah, you wrote it and you wrote cuts, but for me as an actor, there's no
You
such
create
thing
the
as a cut.
background,
I have
yeah.
to have something.
Fill
What did
in
my
the
character
space.
do in all these times where you chose to cut? He's still alive. Something happened. He's still existing. So I even do those moments for my characters too.
So is there a transition? It's like, okay, I'm already into it.
Well, because there's no such thing as a cut.
Yeah, in the real world.
And there's no such thing as a cut.
And
like,
cut.
Yeah, it's like NCR.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, well, he went to the bathroom. You know, he got shot. You know, he slept with his wife's sister. You know, there's a lot of things that happen in that time, you know?
Makes perfect
Yeah.
sense, so to speak.
Fill in the blank.
Yeah, I mean, because I think we as audience, we tend to do that too. It's like, what he did after he shot that guy.
Yeah, and then you raise the question as an audience member too. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that it's cool that you have like Bible characters like that, because one actor that I know of who was really excited about a character, and then I think when he went in to actually do the job, the character's the whole backstory, everything completely changed. And that was our boy Ernie Hudson.
Oh man, yeah.
From Winston, they completely changed everything.
They changed it.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like this super scientist, PhD, and all that stuff.
Which movie?
Those first Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Yeah, put over here, guys.
okay.
Yeah, he was supposed to. So,
Thank you.
Wow.
no, that's all good.
No, yeah, because his character was supposed to be one way, and then they turned it around, and then it was just.
No, see, and I remember how it was. See, originally his character was supposed to be like this ex-special forces demolition guy. Like he's supposed to be like up there, like real like sharp brother. And he was supposed to come in much earlier in the script, like page 6. And when he went in to film, like got in New York and everything, he didn't show up to like page 50.
Oh
And
yeah.
it completely changed him.
It does,
and
yeah.
He became like the straight man. Which is, I mean,
Yeah.
still-
I mean,
it worked.
it happens. It happens. Yeah.
It worked, but in my mind, I'm like, I want to see I want version 1 Winston. I wanna see
Yeah.
that guy.
Page 6.
I always I'll get a
That
script
guy.
and then I'll love the original and then they go back and edit it and you're just like, oh
Right. So,
man.
What
Yeah.
happened to me?
Yeah, what happened to me? Where am I?
so I really admire like that whole approach. Like you have like a whole Bible.
Yeah.
I like to jump to actually kind of piggyback on that. When it comes to dealing with, I guess, a black production, it's not so much do you feel a sense of pride there, or do you want to say, hey, I'm going to give 100,000 a second, this is us, this is representing us. Do you have that type of feeling going into anything that we produce?
I don't.
Really?
No. I don't believe I have to prove that I'm black because I'm black.
Well, no, I have to prove you're
Or
black.
I don't have to enhance anything in my life because it's black, because I'm black. To show up on screen proves every bit of, you know, giving my 100% because it's us. I represent us. You know what I mean? So I don't think, for me, there's no enhancement because it's an all black production or an all white production.
Yeah. I had to ask that question.
But it may be different.
Sorry, I will, being a part of any or a black production, I automatically do have the mindset of being like, yes, I want us to win. So, like, I just like, come on, y'all, we can do this. Like, let's just, have this together. So, I have a positive outlook of just wanting us all to win. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't so much to say that, like, oh, you only want to half-ass it or something like that. It's just I always have this, well, not even me. Sometimes the audience feel like, oh, it's black, so just push it to the side. And then we do that a lot to ourselves.
Yeah.
So I had to ask that question. Like, despite what anybody else...
Like half-assing it? Because, explain that to me.
Because there are some people that really think, oh, it's black, so it's good.
They just don't put it up to the same standard as.
It's the same
Yeah,
standard.
yeah.
Don't keep it up to the same same standard. And I don't
But
think that actors think that.
what is that? I'm
It's
really
stupid.
uncovering.
First
Wait,
off, it's
wait,
stupid.
hold
I
on.
don't understand.
I'm really trying to uncover your question because I'm really.
It's more so like, because when you see, and this is mainly because we're online so
You,
much.
is
a lot
it
of
white
people-
people stuff means more than black people stuff?
Okay,
No.
I'll give you a good example of it. Like, so there could be a movie, white production movie, white actors, and all that stuff. That's the same thing like y'all guys, and it might be up there to a certain level because, whatever and stuff. But then people will look at a black production movie that's the same across the board because it's all black people. It's like, I don't know, man. This is, and it's not.
Well, are these black people or?
No, it's just in
'Cause you
general.
said it was
It's in general.
It's in general.
You see it all.
But we see it. But you see ourselves. Black people, black audience will say, "Oh,
See,
That's on me.
this is the question.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm-
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
ju- that what you just said is what I'm trying to understand more of.
Yeah, you do see it a little bit with black people. It's like,
yeah,
I
we
don't
do
know.
that way more."
We
than
don't
others.
really give it the
Yeah.
credit that we do
it
other
should get the
production.
credit. It should get the credit.
Like,
Got you.
I would say a good example of that would be a movie that we did. We did a podcast on that Jamie Foxx and Tom
Booty
Cruise.
Call.
Yeah. Booty Call. now think. All right, here we are. Now, all three of us said, and we came to an agreement.
Mhm.
Movie was made in '97, and it's dumb, but
Booty Call?
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Like,
okay.
it's dumb, but it's okay. Like you sit back and laugh at, like, okay, this is incredibly silly.
Mhm.
But we think about it, and we thought, you know what? If we took this same movie, take out everybody, like I said, with a white cast, this movie would like shot up and like sold like.
Marley Brothers.
Yeah, you know?
Would've been up there, like, all
Like,
the best comedy ever.
Throwing like somebody like
Like-
Seth Rogen in the helmet.
Well,
see-
This thing would have like made bank.
I think that is. I understand what you're saying now. I
Yeah,
have a
it was made-
clear
yeah, yeah,
understanding of what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just don't think that way.
Okay.
Because well, let me tell you why. I don't think that way because Booty Call is just as important to my people as
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait. Now
Thank
it
you.
depends
I
on Booty Call. And see, this is the thing about black people and black films that we don't give ourselves credit for.
Yes.
Which is the reason why I'm uncovering the question you're asking. We don't give ourselves credit because we don't realize how much our movies mean to our people. If you're trying to compare these movies, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, by far Caucasians' movies fail far more than our movies do. Our people culturally look at film and television as a Bible. It is a truth for us. People obsess about these films. Friday is not only a cult classic, it's a generational classic that has went through from my mother's generation, my father's generation, all the way through to this new generation, which is the reason why he's creating a new one. We have to stop discrediting our own work. It does not mean that it is anything less than, again, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. No, it may not make the money, but white people are 66% of the population. Do you expect to make as much when you're 17% of the population? But your 17% of the population and your $3 million you made means something. It doesn't have to make $65 million. In our community, $3 million for a film that Jamie Foxx starred in fucking means something.
Okay.
So I don't subscribe to those types of things because, and I also know that the difference between their films and our films is that our people look at these characters as if they mean so much to us and to them. When they see our movie, we place everything in our lives off of characters we see in film and TV. And that means something. So no, it may not make as much money, but there's nothing to a black woman like Love Jones. There's nothing to a generation of black women that is like Boomerang, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Jason's Lyric. Like, these are cultural Bibles. So no, they may not make as much money, but they mean just as much. Nia Long is in a way, I'm just giving an example, is our Reese Witherspoon. No. And she should be handled accordingly.
Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan is our Nicole Kidman, and so on and so forth. But it doesn't make them any less because our movies make less.
Way better version.
Way better version.
But you get what I'm saying.
No, I get exactly.
I think we got to stop that narrative.
Exactly.
Because,
and I hate to actually even bring up that question, but I had to just because I always hated because oh, it's on Netflix. I can treat it this way. Oh,
Right.
it's on TV.
It has a stigma behind it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the best part. The part that hurts me about it because I don't think about it. I don't keep it on my mind. But what hurts me about it is when I say that, who's saying that? Ain't a white person saying that. It's a black person
Us.
saying
Well,
that's
Our
what it is.
narrative.
That's our own narrative, and I hate
By us,
Well,
for us.
yeah, it was created
yeah.
through, yeah.
Yeah.
It goes far back.
But then again, I say that, and then I look at a Will Packer movie. I'm like, why the fuck is this not making millions of dollars?
What? I'm sorry. Will Packer's movies make bank.
No, like, I'm talking like the early ones, like when the early ones, like
Oh, man, when he said-
What? Stump the Yard made so much money? What y'all talking about? Oh,
Twa.
y'all gonna go back to the man first and second
Man,
movie?
I love them though. I
Come
love
on,
them,
you go
though.
to Twa 10.
I'm watching Twilight though.
Yeah, but his twas got him to his think like a man.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
and
It's
the
a
twas
journey.
are the same audience that will watch Twa are the same audience that's going out watching, you know, the ones with Idris Elba and all the stuff he's doing. He's just gaining
But
bigger
that's what I was
audiences.
appreciating with this movie is like it kind of like for us we grew up with like late 80s and early 90s movies like all the tropes like you and your partner I was like oh 2 days through time he's going down right now Louis gonna die. I was like yes I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
She started talking, I was like yep and here we go. Dick. I was like all right.
That's it.
But I appreciate that because it's like you grew up in an era and you
Yeah.
don't see that nowadays in movies. They avoid that like the plague.
And I hate that
Right.
too because I love always seeing black action movies because I always say you can get a white action movie, a black action movie, they're the exact same plot.
Mhm.
The black one version always has hot sauce on it. So it's always just a little bit better.
Little sauce on it.
Something's always better. Either the
Yeah.
soundtrack's better or that one gunfight was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you a good example of the overall theme of what I'm saying is most of the black people that you guys will interview, most of their fans will know them by their characters' names.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other side, the more mainstream, they know the artist's name because they separate the artist and the art. We believe and value what we see. So that's why I say it means, you know, it means a lot, even though it doesn't make a shitload of money and it's not an Oscar or whatever. We don't have to always have those types of films, but we do need films that everyday people, that our mamas, grandmamas, and people who ain't going to the movies can watch. I don't
Yeah.
want all the movies to go to the fucking theater because all the movies in the fucking theater, my family can't see.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go see.
I think because of the era of where we're streaming now and stuff, that's why I think cable
Yeah, that's
streaming
the
is
beautiful
a
thing
better
about
use
it.
and stuff. 'Cause like you said,
Exactly.
It's like you have somebody that's a first-time director to you and wants to get an opportunity.
Mhm.
You wouldn't get that in Hollywood at all. It's like, I don't know if you can give me the budget for that.
Yeah. Well, it's all about the proof.
Well, every
gotta
director is a
prove-
first-time
Yeah.
director. You gotta have a first
Yeah, you
movie.
have to
So.
start somewhere. So I like the fact that the channel actually gave him a shot. Like, you know what, give him a shot and see what he can do. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Trust.
I mean, would you guys ever go behind the camera and actually?
Of course, I already started.
Oh, you already?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What project?
I just did a short film. I co-directed a short film, and about a week ago. And then I also write, and I'm gonna be producing, and so I'm getting behind the camera because I think it's important for more women of color to be back there. And why not start now? I'm young, you know. So yeah, it's a movement right now. We gotta do it. It's like it's no sense of us being silent or waiting for our time and our turn. It's just like, do it. We have the tools. We have the tools. One, we're living in an era of social media and all that stuff, so we can just literally film something and put it online and get the attention that we think that it deserves. We don't have to go to the man over there. We can just do it ourselves. The power's in our hands, so why not do it? You can do it on your iPhone. Exactly. You
This
could. There's
camera on
so
this
there's so
10
many tools.
Exactly.
It's an incredible
Yeah.
filming
Yeah, there
tool.
was a guy a couple years ago, he filmed, I think it was a Tangerine.
Oh,
He filmed
yeah.
it all on iPhone. I was like, he did iPhone?
Steven Soderbergh just did his film, Unsane,
Yeah.
with the girl from The Crown
Yeah.
on an iPhone. Whole movie.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a lot. It's a lot of footage.
You have no
On the phone.
excuse.
Yeah. There's no excuse. Yeah.
None whatsoever. I love that.
Yeah.
On TV side for you.
Create your path. I said create your path.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I guess on the TV side for both of you guys, I guess for you, starting with you, and everybody gets Chris.
Mhm.
What was that like being
Yo.
both are like
They
personalities.
are crazy. Okay, so I just recently went to Shannon Arnold's birthday party like a couple weeks ago, and Terry was there. And they're just like, it's obvious. I love them. That was probably that will forever be my favorite project, probably, and for its own reasons. But that chemistry on set was insane, and still the chemistry offset. We haven't been filming for years, but when we get together, it's still that same love, that same energy. Tashina and Terry are always talking shit about each other. Like it's just great. They're phenomenal. Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, for you on the game, I mean, y'all still kind of keep in contact, just. or y'all-
Yeah, we all keep in contact. We spent 10 years of our life, you know.
I
on
didn't
that
realize
show.
the show was on for that long.
Yeah.
10 years.
Well, we were canceled for a little while, and then we came back on BET. We did 3 years on CW, and then 7 years on BET, and it was a little time in there where the deals and stuff were going through, so we were canceled for a little while. But ultimately, it summed up to a decade,
You know, both of
25, 35 for me.
Both of y'all were legendary shows.
Yeah.
I mean it. Now, like, the game to me, like, we're going to see, like, probably like the next 10 years, it's going to be a whole. He's wave of, like, kids that are actually my niece's age. They're like 14 right now, but they were watching it when they were like babies.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rush. I'm not even
Yeah.
lying. I've seen it already with
Yeah.
the comics and all that. You're going to see it in the next, like, 10 years.
Someone-
I love that.
Everybody's going to come out like, oh, man, the game, that was so good.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
love
happen.
that. People have their eras of the game that they like, and I think people always think or are reluctant to tell me, I hated it when it was on BET, or I hated when it was on CW. But the truth is, I mean, art is subjective, so I'm open to, you don't have to like every
I was
fucking
a
thing.
CW when I doing that.
Yeah, but see, I love that people
The
had
earlier-
their
the
times and
earlier-
eras that they felt like, oh,
I feel
I
like
wasn't feeling it
BET
the first 2 years on BET, and then I felt like, But go
I will
ahead, you
say,
say
I
it.
dropped out of BET because I only watched a couple episodes and now I can't do cable or something like that. But whatever, I just dropped out of it. But I actually caught my niece watching it. I was like, you like this? Like, I love it. Because she watched everything on Netflix anyway. But like,
Yeah.
I was like, what season you on? Season 4?
Thank you, niece.
The
Thank you.
transition was it basically kind of like the same once y'all went from CW to BET? Or?
No, it was a completely different world.
Oh,
It
really?
was, it was like night and day.
Yeah.
We went from being a 4-camera comedy
Yeah.
in
The
our
whole
first
vibe
2
changed.
seasons,
Yeah.
and then the last season we would do on the CW. Sorry, the first 2 seasons on CW we were 4-camera comedy, laugh track with the studio
Yeah.
audience.
It was a live studio audience.
There was
Yeah.
a laugh track on there. There were
Yeah.
actually legit funny moments. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, and
The whole
then the
set.
last season, they took away the laugh track, and we started doing more handheld stuff and on location.
Yeah.
Then once we got canceled, we went to BET. We were a full-on half-hour drama.
Yeah.
People hated it. It ain't funny no more. It's so serious. This and that and the other. So they changed that, and then went to single-camera comedy.
Oh my
It
God,
changed so much.
Like, I don't think that.
Didn't even know that was allowed.
I would say,
Yeah.
I think there was a bit of whiplash when it went from
Uh-huh.
comedy to drama and then it went back. I think it was just like,
Y'all doing too much.
I would agree with that. I think that's how it was.
It's kind of threw me off. 'Cause I remember Bernie saying, I saw you and I was like, hold up, is that this?
Yeah.
That's the same. I was like, wow, okay. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
what was that like doing that movie?
Oh man, the best. The best. No, it really, really was. I've never gone to college or any of that stuff, so that was my college experience doing that movie. They had the guys and the girls separated. The girls were staying in a hotel. The guys were set up in some dorm room type of situation. So it literally felt like we were they were in a fraternity, we were in a sorority. We're like, we're gonna go hang out with them. Every night we were up till like 6 a.m. just talking, playing games. It was a
Wow.
I am forever. That's still a family. Like we text all the time. Yeah.
Movie like that. It's like,
Yeah, we definitely had to bond because we spent so much time together, especially the guys. They spent so much time, but yeah, amazing. Yeah, the best.
sorry.
One more? Oh, last question I gotta ask. Oh, I have one more question.
Okay.
Last
Yes.
question is, I know this won't be the last action movie, either of you, I will. It won't be the last
Of
one.
course not.
No, not for me, man. I love actually. I mean, a lot of the films I grew up with. You know, Eddie Murphy is one of the reasons why I'm an actor. I love the line of action, comedy, drama that Eddie Murphy. If I could have a career that I said I would love for it to go in this it would be Eddie's career. Eddie and Will.
Yeah.
You know, they are, you know, the holy grail of acting and the reason why. So definitely not for me.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm trying to like dive in. I'm trying to like, where we at? You know, no,
Jump into a car.
exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to jump into a car over and over again as many times as I can. Yeah, but yeah, this is definitely not the end of action for me. I want to, but all genres really. It's more comedy, more action, more drama, all of it, because it's just fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of work though. You know, I was very
Yeah.
surprised at how much stamina it takes to do.
Like,
Yeah,
your character is, like
yeah.
you said, doing a lot of running and just like.
It's
It's
a lot of
exhausting.
coverage
It's a lot
and a
of-
lot of, you know,
A lot of
doing the same thing over repetition.
repetition for sure.
Appreciate you guys taking time to talk to us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, man.
Thank
This was
you.
great.
Yeah, yeah.